Hello everybody, welcome to the Footy channel. It's ended Brentford 4, Newcastle United 2. This is the instant reaction, but before we get into the show, if you do enjoy what you see tonight, then please do smash the like. It does help the channel up the search, and it means new viewers find it more easily, so please do give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're brand new at the channel, come in at the subscribe, come be part of this great community. Only 25 away now from 1,300, so your support is really helpful. Also, if you want to keep up to date with any upcoming shows, pre-records or live shows, then please hit the bell notification. Also, if you want to make a donation, do that in chat, clicking on the $sign. Also, if you want to become British 99p, you can do that by clicking the join button as well. So, before we get into the instant reaction, some news came out this afternoon about Mikel Antonio, the West Ham forward. That he's been involved in a car accident, and the way it's been worded doesn't sound very good. Let's hope everybody involved makes a quick recovery and a speedy recovery. Our thoughts go out with Antonio at this distressing time, and hope everything gets better in time. But yeah, that was the breaking news that came out this afternoon, and we wish him well, and hopefully, as I say, he gets a speedy recovery from the footballing community. So, to today's match, right, let's get the lineups on screen. So there was the Newcastle lineup. Tonali and Gordon dropped from the team onto the bench, with Barnes and Longstaff coming in their place. There was a lot of uproar about this at the start of the show. You know, at the pre-match, nobody was happy about it. But look, it is what it is, and that was the lineup that Eddie Howe went with. Brentford, meanwhile, lined up with them. Thiago making his first start for Brentford in the Premier League. We know the dangerous Mbeumo's playing, and Wissa. No Damsgaard, he was on the bench as well. So was the hat-trick hero from last week of Kevin Schade. So look, that was the Brentford lineup as well. So the game starts. And look, we had a glorious chance within the first couple of minutes when Longstaff struck the crossbar with a shot, which was unlucky to hit the bar, but rattled the crossbar. And, you know, it was just the way it was. It just didn't go. But we looked okay. And then Mbeumo gets the ball on the Brentford right, gets past Lewis Hall, gets around Cher a bit, and puts a shot in, which Pope gets nowhere near. And Brentford go 1-0 up, and you think, great, that's it now. Brentford are in the lead now, you know. And look, it's a tough place to go. They haven't lost at home this season. They've been absolutely terrific at home. And if there's one thing you don't want to do, and that is give Brentford the lead. But thankfully, that lead didn't last long. That only lasted a couple of minutes. You know, before the ball came in from Murphy, and Isak got his head on the end of that. Didn't know if he was offside or not, but he got his head on it and put it in the back of the net. He was nowhere near, he was clearly onside. And yeah, it was 1-1. So we thought, that's absolutely fantastic. We're 1-1. And then Isak had a chance as well to put us 2-1 up when he got around the defenders, and he only had to beat Flecken. And instead of he was trying to put it to his right foot, where if he just hit it, he could have put it in the back of the net. And trying to be too clever, too fancy, whichever way you want to put up, Flecken managed to get back and get his hands to the ball, and that stopped us getting the goal. Then Brentford went 2-1 up through Johan Wissa. Again, another breakaway. Barnes, poor when he passed the ball, which went straight to the Brentford players. Then it went on to Wissa, and Wissa put it in the back of the net and made it 2-1 to Brentford. The lead was only short-lived again for about 4 minutes, and Harvey Barnes made up for his rotten pass and pushed and got the ball home and made it 2-2 for us. It was topsy-turvy first half, let's be honest. Went in all square at 2-2, and you're thinking, right, okay, now's the time. I want to see some substitutions at the start off. I want to see Eddie Howe bring on, because I'll tell you what I was disappointed was in that first half. We had 2 corners that were both taken by Jacob Murphy. And I'm not, look, they were both short corners. They were short to Isak, then Isak to Hall, and Hall putting the ball in. Where's Isak? He's not even in the box. So how are we going to get somebody in there to get ahead on that or to get us goal? And, you know, you haven't got your striker in the box because he's too busy on short corner duty. Twice that happened. Twice. Because why? Because set-piece takers were on the bench. Tonali, Gordon, Trippier, all set-piece takers, all sat on the bench. Because Hall doesn't take corners from that side, he takes them from the other side. It's absolutely poor that we did not have a proper corner taker, because that ball should have gone in the box. It should not have gone short, it should have gone in the box. But we just haven't got anybody to do that for us. And that is poor. And I thought that was poor management to leave set-piece takers out on the bench. Second half comes. And you're thinking, right, okay, maybe Eddie may make a change at half-time. Hopefully he might bring Gordon or Tonali on or even both on, you know. But, you know, no changes made at half-time. And, you know, 9 minutes into the 11 minutes into the second half, Brentford go ahead. Nathan Collins scores, you know. And you're just like looking at it thinking, come on, what the hell's going on here? Nathan Collins gets in and scores, you know. Again, poor defending from us. Poor. Then on 60 minutes, he makes a reaction. He brings on Tonali and Gordon, takes off Joe Linton and takes off Murphy, which fair enough. You know, that's fair enough. Take them two off. Joe Linton looked like he'd run out of gas, let's be honest. But we just could not seem to find a way back into that game whatsoever. And then, look, we had chances to go forward and get the goal, but look, Brentford were the more threatening team. Let's be honest, in that second half. They held on, and then the ball broke through to Kevin Shardy, who then got through and scored, put it past Pope. Nice goal past Nick Pope. Look, it's, you know, it hit us. It was a sucker punch. Made it look good for Brentford. They were then 4-2 up, so they were flying in the 90th minute. Then it could have got more embarrassing when Pope came flying out for a ball. Missed it. Buemo got it. And it was just lucky that Dan Burn managed to slide in and knock it out. Because if not, it would have been 5-2 Brentford. And that would have been bloody embarrassing. But again, we had chances to score an equaliser when we were 3-2 down. Tonali had a header which he put over the bar. He should have had that on target. You know, Miggy Almiron had a chance. Where he put it high and wide. Good enough to be a rugby player. Well, even so, wouldn't have been on target being in rugby either, would it? So it would have gone past the post. So, you know, honestly, it was absolutely awful what we saw today from Newcastle United. Against Liverpool, we played well. We came back. We got a 3-3 draw. But we've gone to Brentford and we've lost it. And we've lost it well and truly, 4-2. Now, the key thing is here is, did we make a mistake leaving them got two on the bench? Should they have started the game? If Joe Linton is feeling it, should he have really started? Should Tonali have started ahead of Joe Linton in? You know, if Joe Linton's run out of gas like he was. Should Murphy have started ahead of Anthony Gordon? Because I'll tell you now, if you look at that, you saw them TV pictures in that first half. When they went to the bench, Anthony Gordon looked so pissed off sitting on that bench. He was not happy at all. He was fuming by the looks of things. And rightly so, because he should have been on that pitch. Now, I've defended Eddie Howe at times, and I've defended him very well. But I'm sorry, I am not defending him anymore now. Because, look, it is just getting ridiculous. It's repetitive. It's the same old reactive from Eddie Howe. It's not proactive, it's reactive. He should have been proactive at half-time. He should have brought on Gordon and Tonali at half-time. Not when we're 3-2 down. That's a reactive substitution. And this is what's letting Eddie Howe down. His in-game management is absolutely honking. And I know people are probably going to hammer me for this. But I don't care, because this is my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinions at the end of the day. And I'll tell you what it is. If Eddie Howe wants to become the elite manager, he needs to start making these decisions and start changing things quickly. He needs to sort his in-game management out, because he keeps saying he's learned stuff. Well, where's he learned it? He's been here 3 years. Has he took us as far as he possibly can? Or has he got another gear he can go up? Because I'm not so sure what we can do. You know, do our owners stick or twist? Do they make a change? Do they say, right, sorry, it's not working. We need a new manager in. Somebody with fresh ideas who can come in. Yes, we can say we haven't done it in the transfer window, the PSR and all this. We've got to stop going on about this. Because at the end of the day, teams like Brentford, no disrespect to them, they're a good side. But we could have beat them today. But we didn't. Are some players not playing for Eddie Howe? This is the thing as well. Are some players not actually playing for the manager? Because at the end of the day, it is just shambolic what we're watching at the moment. The draw with Liverpool looks like we're just papering over the cracks. We should have beat Palace last week, but we didn't have a shot on target. The statistics from today's game, well, I'm going to give you them. And I'll tell you exactly what the stats are from today's game. We had 56% possession to their 44%. They had 11 shots on target. 11 shots a goal. We had 16 shots a goal. They had 8 of them on target and scored for 4. We had 3 on target and scored for 2. 11 from us off target and 2 from them off target. They had 2 clear-cut chances. We had 3. So if you put them 3 clear-cut chances in, we should have won that game, 5-4. We had 2 block shots. Well, they had 2 block shots, sorry. We had 1. Their keeper made 2 saves. Pope made 4. Is Pope starting to lose it a bit in goal? Because he's been a little bit shaky of late, I think, Nick Pope. And I don't, he's a good shot stopper. But I think next season, we have to replace Nick Pope. Maybe we do. And that's not saying it because we have to. I think we do need to replace Nick Pope next season. Is Pope still worrying about his shoulder? That's the thing. What I want to know is what people's thoughts are. Is the time now? Is it now time that our owners stand up and say, right, okay, we need to make a change of manager? Or do you say Eddie Howe still got enough credit in the bank to carry on? Because we're seeing the same old. We've seen this many a time with managers. And I'm not picking on Eddie Howe. I think he's been absolutely fantastic for this club. Kept this club in the Premier League. Didn't just keep us up, but kept us up well and truly. Considering every pundit had us wrote off to go down that season when the owners took over. Got us to the Champions League. People can say, yeah, Chelsea and Liverpool were shit. It doesn't matter. We got the Champions League. Last season, we should have gone throughout the Champions League into either Europa League or through the next round. But again, a bit of vulnerability, and we didn't. We finished 7th in the Premier League, considering all the injuries we had last season, which I thought we did very well to do. But it was a freak season where Man U beat City in the FA Cup final and stopped us going into the Conference League. This season, it's been a shambles. We scraped it with Southampton. We should have lost to Bournemouth. We were lucky VAR helped us out that day. Some games we haven't deserved to get a win out of it or a draw. But we've got through it somehow. So is Eddie Howe reached as far as he can go now? Is that him done as far as he can? Or can Eddie Howe take us further? Is it down to the transfer policy? Is it down to PSR? But we need to stop talking about PSR because I'm sick of hearing about PSR. I'm sick of seeing them 3 letters, PSR, every time. We've we haven't got we have got sellable assets, but we don't want to sell them because if we sell them, it weakens the team badly as well. This goes down to the format ownership, where we haven't got the players of massive value to sell on. Almiron might have a £60 million release clause, but who's going to pay that? Nobody. How good was Miggy when he come on today? Crap. How good was Wilson when he come on today? Didn't get a chance. Didn't get a sniff. So, look, it's not being negative. I'm trying to find positives, but it's not being negative. And I don't want people to think I'm being negative. I just want people to say that I'm being realistic. Very bad day at the office today. Now, let's go and beat Leicester next Saturday. And then we've got Brentford on the Wednesday in the Cup. We have got to beat Brentford and get through at the semi-finals. So we've got to hopefully try and look at the positives now. But anyway, I'm going to come to the end of this show. This was only a short reaction show, but I'm not happy with today's result whatsoever. I am well and truly hacked off, to say the least. I could say worse than that, but I don't want to, because in case children are watching this. So I'm going to keep it nice. But anyway, if you have enjoyed today's show, please don't forget to smash the like. It does help the channel. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and hit the subscribe and be part of the great community. Also, hit the bell notification to tell you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows. So anyway, as I always say, remember the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. And until then, enjoy your evening. Not that's been the greatest result today, but one good thing is that draw Palace doesn't look so bad after all, because City only drew Palace. So there you go. So it doesn't look that bad a draw at all. But until then, I'll see you all later. How are you the lads? And how are you the